Welcome back to episode 17 of Quarantine Cast. I'm Joshua Hanlon, and I'm joined by, as always, with Bricks O'Brien, Brian Saviano, and we will be doing more building and chatting, and possibly, who knows, maybe some other people will show up to join us, maybe not. We never know what's going to happen on these streams, but let's jump on into it. So I do have the final step of the White House all ready to go here. You pull up the build cam there, so got it all laid out. I'll be opening this up. Brian, do you have any particular things you're going to be working on?
Yeah, I do. I have two things I could work on, or one thing I could work on, but then I also got a very nice package from eBay.
Oh,
I didn't realize what it was until I just opened it just now. I thought it was something else from Bricklink, but no. And I'm going to be building that. So, yeah, it's going to be good.
that's exciting. Packages from eBay. That usually something promising in those.
Yes, there is. There is. So, yeah.
How goes the search for Thock?
The search for Thock, ladies and gentlemen, is over. Thock is here. Thock has arrived. The legend has been born from the eBay box. The white eBay box is happening. The legendary Thock has arrived.
Nice.
Ooh.
I didn't know that's what it was. I just saw your tweets earlier. I think a few days ago you were like, "Okay, I've got to figure something out because this gotta get my hands on it."
Yep. I was looking for somebody to get me Thock, and then I saw a listing, and I had like one or two people be like, "Oh, I'll ship it to you," and I'm like, "You're not going to ship it out in a timely manner, so let me just buy it." And yeah, so I bought it. So all the pieces are right here. Got that off of eBay. So I'm going to build that. And that's obviously not going to take me 3 hours, but I also have a few other things I can build too. So yeah.
And we don't have to go the full 3 hours. So we'll see how the builds come along here.
Well, if we go until the end of the building of Thock, then we'll be over in 5 minutes. So we can just call it there if we wanted to. Yeah.
We'll see how the stream goes.
Right.
I like how none of your friends can be relied on to put anything in the mail soon enough, and you're like, no, it's not worth it.
No. I know of like because people are busy, Joshua. People are busy.
That's
people just aren't sitting around during quarantine. They're doing whatever they do. I don't really know, but yeah. So I was like, you know what? I could wait for Joey to mail this, and it's probably going to take him 7 months to do so. Let me just buy it for $20 and call it. So no canister, unfortunately.
Oh man.
But you know what? The completionist in me is all right with it. It's fine.
I'm glad you finally got it.
Yes. Now I'm only waiting on Laval. So I had this whole grandmaster plan of like, I bought from this guy in Philly Brickfest. I had a whole plan for getting a Laval set as well to build on here, but then I realized that, Brick and Nick recently built me a commission for a Paper Mario build that he built on his stream. And then he told me what he wanted for it. And I'm like, well, there goes all the money for that. So no Laval set. It's going right to Brick and Nick. So whenever he gets that here, it'll be great.
Brick and Nick charging those premium prices for that product.
And you know what? It supports him, and I get to have something he built. And you know what? That's fine.
No, that's a win-win. I like it.
I'd like to also shout out to S Daddy. Thanks, Daddy, very much for the super chat, $10 super chat. LME Toys, building your mind one brick at a time.
You always do such a good job with that.
I can shill out for anything. I'll shill out for anything, especially for Daddy.
Thanks to everyone who's joined us in chat here. I saw Alyssa said Brick and Nick GOAT. So it's good to have you with us, Alyssa. That's right. Brick and Nick. Always got to be.
Brick and Nick is the best. We get it. We understand.
Right. He's always got to be one up in everybody, It's
we get it.
Why you don't always have to be better than us, Brick and Nick.
Shout out to Xavier Sorrent. Says, hello there. Hello there, Xavier. Hope you're well. Boy, governor, from wherever you're from. He's like, fuck, my heart can rest now. It should. I hope you're able to rest your head on your pillow knowing that I got a good fuck in the mail. You know? Nice big fuck.
Wow, it's wonderful. I have been concerned. You know, it seems like the journey was going for quite a long time. There were some bumps in the road. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to seal the deal.
Right, and the thawking has been arriving. It was inbound for so long, and the big thawk showed up in the big white box, the white box thawk. It's great. It's good stuff.
Milan wants a review.
Wait, hold on. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm being serious here. I deserve to get a good thawking. It's you know.
Of course, Brian. Of course you do.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do a review when you're done building?
I'm gonna probably deck out my entire background with Thock. You know, it's gonna be. So I thought about cheesing out and getting the Thock minifigure from like the Paraka Bionicle sets, and I'm like, that's dumb. So I'm gonna get Laval and then team these two up, and I think they're gonna be a staple of the background here for quite some time.
We could finally redeem ourselves in the eyes of all the Bionicle fans if you recorded a review and we posted it on the channel. It'd be like the first Bionicle product we've ever reviewed.
And you know, somebody would probably be like, "Excuse me, it's called Tahawk instead of Thock." And I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry, okay? It's Tahawk." It might be that actually, but I'm gonna keep going with Thock. Whatever. Fine. The 15 people who are passionate about Bionicle till this day can email me at Brian Saviano at bioniclefanmail.com.
They've certainly sent us some emails.
Yeah, that's my AOL email from 1993. So,
I can't remember if you've taught. Were you into Bionicle at all? Like when you were younger?
Everybody was when they were a kid, a little bit, you know, like all those commercials definitely worked on me. I had the McDonald toys and everything, and I think the idea is cool. I just think that there's a very vocal minority for Bionicle today, especially, and I think that's even more evident by the ideas set in the form that it was in, that it didn't get the approval because it was like, you know, if they wanted to come out with a Bionicle set, it would have been not a system set because people like this building system with the joints and everything. So
that's true.
So I don't know. I liked it as a kid and I like it now. Like I think like the design of a lot of these characters is really cool, but I don't think that could be something Lego could do again in the same way today.
I got into the story. I remember reading the comics and everything, but I owned like next to none of the actual products.
Yeah.
There's too many other cool themes I was interested, so I was buying those products, but I always liked the Bionicle story.
Oh yeah. It's got a cool lore to it, but I guess it was never enough to make it last beyond its initial run or whatever. Like I like the fact that at least with the Paraka, like these guys are all like one mold on here. Like these go for relatively cheap. So when you go to like Virginia Brick Fair, some people bring like all their Bionicle stuff, like all of it, and then there's like a ton of teenagers like sifting through all of it, and nobody ever gets these. I don't know why, because this is all one piece and people just don't care. But like,
it's a cool looking piece.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like an action figure. It's what it is.
There's a question in chat. Let's see. Should this is from Orange Bricks. Should I get all Harry Potter sets from 2020, or should I get the Technic Lamborghini? As the Harry Potter expert on the stream, Brian, what do you think, Lamborghini or 2020 Harry Potter sets?
It depends how much time you have to dedicate to it. So if you can't really compare those two either, because it's two entirely different building systems, two different end goals, two really different everything. So you can get the Technic Lamborghini and then you have it for potentially, depending how busy you are, 30, 40 hours maybe, if you're really taking your time with it. But if you really want a good building system experience, then yeah, go with the Harry Potter sets. Like when you get your if you got the Lamborghini, you got to realize how long that might take you, and is that something you're going to be satisfied with as an end product when it's done? Like, what are you going to appreciate on a shelf more, the Lamborghini or all the Harry Potter sets, or just like the Castle Harry Potter sets? I would say Harry Potter, but it's up to you.
No, that's a very good way of thinking about it. You've got to think about both what will the build experience be like, and then also once it's built, is there play features? Is it purely for display? What do you want to do with it from there? And take all that into account.
Exactly.
Somebody else asked, the Mighty Cucumber, do you know a reliable online store to order lots of Lego? Bricklink is always good, but if you're looking for like just large quantities, eBay is also usually a good place to look. Just kind of a variety if you're just trying to pick up bulk lots. But Bricklink is great if you're looking for particular pieces. If you aren't familiar with Bricklink,
I'm gonna douse this in hand sanitizer real quick, just cause. But yeah.
Okay. Be safe out there, folks. Craigslist used to be a lot better for any American viewers right now. Craigslist is a local you look in your local area and then you can meet up with people and buy things. But in recent years, as Lego has become so popular, Craigslist is just much, much harder to find deals on. So 10 years ago, you could find a decent amount of great deals. I still have stuff I bought on Craigslist deals, like the yellow castle that's back here behind me was part of a really good deal I got on Craigslist. But these days, at least in my area, and I think this is true for the vast majority of areas, people are much more familiar with Lego. They know how much it's worth, and it's a lot harder to get good deals on bulk bricks, in my experience.
The issue with these sets specifically is there's dirt and stuff that gets on these pieces because of the material. So that's probably why it's like a little more unsanitary. So there's like little bits of just dirt and grime in there. It's like I'm trying to think of like what it's similar to piece wise. Like they have rubber hair for mini dolls, and
No, I can picture what you're
yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh, let's see. You got to put in the head with the eyes, the orange eyes. Brian, how could you, says Timmy Martin. How could I what? Shave my head, get Thock? You got to be more specific.
There's so many different things.
There's so many. I threw everybody for a loop. So, and especially the past few days, I haven't done any live streaming on my channels or whatnot. So even more people are probably going to be like, why is this? Where does hair go? What?
Where does hair go? That was actually part of his contract with Beyond the Brick. We forced him to get rid of it.
Yes. My grandmother was not happy, let me tell you.
I'm not surprised.
Susan was very, very mad. Oh my good. I hadn't seen her since like Christmas, so I got dinner with my grandparents yesterday, and she was like, "What did you do? What did you do?" It was like, yeah. So.
Oh no, Brian.
Alyssa says, "I love Brian's building cam. You're just never satisfied with anything I do, are you? You really just like I can't. I don't have the technical logical know-how for the build cam.
You tried the one time and it crashed everything.
Yes. So I think that's a testament to how I need to change up my PC setup rather than I actually had everything set up to do some of my own Mario videos before I started doing this right here, and I'm like, oh, I got to switch everything back. But
the Mighty Cucumber says Bricklink says they are out of the Legos I need. Well, I don't know what to say.
Too bad. You gotta wait. Just like everybody else, kind of, because that happens not only with the situation of the world, but also just in general.
Maximus, do you think Mario Starter Course will be sold out right away?
Yes.
I really want to get the free sets.
Yes.
What is the free sets he's referring to?
So the free sets are the Monty Mole something or another, and there is a poly bag that also is coming out. And I've been looking for the poly bag at my local Targets for the past couple of days. Haven't found anything yet. So those two are going to be free when you buy, I believe, the starter course, or it might be $100 or more. I forget. But the guys at the store were telling me about it the other day. And yeah, I think day one, if you're looking for that NES, get it day one. You have to be there like from what my friends at the Lego store have been telling me, like they're already getting calls about the piano and the starter course, the everything. So August 1st is going to be like a crazy day for Lego.
Yeah, there's a lot of big stuff coming out, isn't there? But it's nice. There's that piano especially just looks so amazing. The NES, yeah, that'll be great. Look forward to hearing your further thoughts on that.
Yeah, I hope that I end up getting it in the mail soon. I haven't seen any confirmation email or anything, and
it's crazy the difference between when they send those out. Like Brickset has had their review up for several days, and I don't even think
really.
Yeah. So the European, like our dear friend Andreas, normally gets it well before we do.
I had seen American outlet Game Explain get theirs, and they cover all Nintendo stuff. So they got theirs. I don't know if it's from Lego. It might have been from Nintendo, but yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, man. Jimmy Mania saying the TK way. That's a sponsorship. Welcome to the TK way. Thank you, Jimmy, once again. The super chat shilling out for any amount of money you want to donate to the live stream. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you to everyone supporting Brian's Lunch Fund.
Yes.
Is there anywhere besides I might have already asked you this, besides Dunkin' and Chipotle that you're interested in getting a gift card from?
If you would ask my audience, they would say Domino's, and I would say absolutely not. So other than those two, probably like not consistently, refer back to, not really, which I want to keep it that way. And like Eli saying Dairy Queen, but I don't go to Dairy Queen often. Like I haven't been to Dairy Queen since probably before life fell apart.
Yeah.
So I've been meaning to go, but now I finally was like, all right, I'm gonna limit my diet. I'm gonna reel it back in, Joshua. This quarantine situation, not been kind really to anybody, myself, body wise included. Gain a couple pounds, so I got to reel it back in. You got to reel it back in. So, Dairy Queen probably not on the docket, but
well, you can let me know if you think of anywhere else.
Yes, it will be held in limbo until I think of another location. Anthony's saying, "Oh, what happened to your hair? His week was that bad?" Well, yeah, get a restart. Hey, and then by the time of like October, Halloween time, it'll be back to normal. So that's how I usually think about it. Like, all right, if I shave it right now, when is it going to grow back to be like, normal-ish? So Halloween time.
So is this something you've done regularly? Like shaved your head in the past?
I did it before. I think like late 2018 or late 2017 or something. I did it then. And yeah, I don't look awful, I don't think. Like my head isn't I don't have a 16 head, like I have like a 3 head, right?
I have no idea what any of that means.
So a 16 head is when someone has a forehead that like their hairline is literally right here and it goes back.
Oh, okay.
My hairline is right here.
Yeah.
So like I have a 3 head / forehead. So like my forehead isn't that big that it's already receding that much. Maybe eventually, right? Maybe. But for now, I think it's fine. It's fine. Xavier Soren with the $5 super chat. McDonald's has all the healthy nutrients. Actually, that was my last meal I had on Sunday. And then the next day I said yesterday, like, hey, I got to stop here. This is it. Yeah, the McDonald's is the last meal. And then I got the 20-piece chicken nugget, medium fry, soda, and McFlurry. And I'm like, that's it. That's it. So
that's good. You gotta make those healthy life decisions.
So the issue is, like, I have a membership to Planet Fitness, and I've been itching to go back to the gym forever. But then the protocol for that, at least in my area and probably everywhere, is you have to wear a mask at all times.
Oh,
and especially, so what I normally do is go on like the elliptical machine for an hour. Now, I don't know if you realize this, Joshua. I'm a big guy. I'm gasping for air as it is even before I have a mask on. So if I have a mask on while doing relatively intensive cardio for an hour straight, I might collapse on the floor. So I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. So I'm like, all right, I got to reel back in the diet, you know?
That sounds like a good idea. But yeah, it's unfortunate that people can't get out to the gyms, obviously. It's a good way to stay in shape.
And I went for a walk yesterday, and it was like 97 degrees, and I didn't have any water or anything. And then I'm like, I'll just go for a walk, just do it. And then I got a call from one Mr. Kevin Hinkle, and he's like, I had a premonition to call you right now. How are you? And I'm like, well, maybe that's a sign I shouldn't go for a walk right now. Let me go back. So, yeah. What flavor McFlurry? I went with the Oreo. I am not as much of a fan of M&M because it's a stark contrast between the smoothness of the ice cream compared to the diamond-like nature of the M&Ms once they are ice cold. So.
Yes, no, I totally get that. I struggle with M&Ms and ice cream for that reason.
Cookie dough I can do.
Mm-hmm.
M&Ms, no.
Like, let's see. E-Logger says, oh, Josh will get Brian a Planet Fitness Gold card, so we could do that.
I have a Planet Fitness black. It's called the Black Card, Eli. I have that one.
We no longer supporting Brian's lunch fund. You're supporting Brian's fitness plan. My
fitness plan that I can't accurately get to because everything going on. Jeez. Trying to catch up on here. I can see the monitor's reflection in his forehead. How about you shut up, Anthony? How about you just you totally can't, by the way. You absolutely can't. I'm not shining. I thought about like going all the way and doing the wax on, wax off. I'm like, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far.
Your forehead is perfectly proportional, Brian.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, like, and you can still see my hair line, you know?
Yeah.
It's, you know, everybody has to shave their head in a quarter life crisis at some point. All right. I've done it twice. So that shows you how far I am. Why is Professor X there? Jeff, shut up. All of you, you're all relentless. All of you. I go away for a week, try to decompress, relax a little bit. Been a lot of reviews going up on Beyond the Brick, a lot of gameplay videos, a lot of things going. I go away for a week, and then Jeff show. Why do you look like Professor X? Love you too.
Oh, that's what really keeps you going. Is that fuel from the fans?
It's the unrelenting teasing from everybody. Brian, I need my 5-head released and a good quarantine beard trim. It's getting nuts. I'm about to zip both. That's where I was at with my hair for sure. Let's see. Oh, you have so many questions. At least your haircuts are cheap. This is true, Harley. My friend Amanda, who is a professional hairdresser, usually cuts my hair, but I was like, so it usually happens at like 2:30 in the morning when I'm about to go to bed, and I'm like, the hair on my sides grows out longer. So when I put my head on my pillow, like all the heat from, because again, like a lot of body heat generating, I'm gonna take up a lot of space. So like I can either generate more body heat or just shave it all off. And I'm like, I'll shave it all off.
There you go. So wait, you don't get your haircuts at 2:30 in the morning, right?
No.
Okay, I thought you said
no.
You said your friend cuts your hair, and it usually happens at 2:30 in the morning.
No. The decision to shave my head usually happens at 2:30.
Okay.
Yes. Will you shave your beard or mustache, Brian? No. I look like a goober when you shave off this. I look like certified goober. Like if I shaved everything, then I don't know. I thought about a couple of months ago, go full quarter life crisis, shave everything. Josh, everything.
Wow.
He's included.
That would be a look.
But then I realized after looking it up, like, do eyebrows ever grow back the same? And everyone's like, they never grow back the same. Don't mess with them. And I'm like, all right, no, not doing that. Nope.
Oh no. Including the eyebrows? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Everything. Fresh start. Fresh mind, body, spirit. Be great.
don't start giving me any bad ideas here. You know, as I hit my own quarter life crisis.
Yeah. Did you? I didn't see your head shaved. Where is it at? And then I can basically be like a me, so I can draw on like super happy eyebrows, the angry eyebrows. Right.
When was the last time you didn't have facial hair? Has it been a number of years?
I feel like I've done it on video. I definitely have. E-Logger might be the one to ask because he kind of remembers stuff like that. He's followed me for like years. I forget. It must have been a while. Who's this guy that has a hair on his head? Jeez. Look at this guy.
I don't know. How's it going?
You haven't hit your quarter life crisis yet, Vision.
No.
How old are you?
No.
I forget.
I'm 18 going on 19.
Oh man. Yeah, you're close.
Yeah.
Such a child.
Yeah, you are.
Wow. Okay.
Rumor has it Brian was born with facial hair. I wish. Well, I recently realized that this part connects here finally a little bit, just a smidge. Because when I made all the Bricks O'Brien stuff, or when I worked with Odin, graphic designer, I'm like, all right, model it like after me, kinda. So it didn't connect here in the middle at the time, like 2 years ago. So now it does. I'm like, all right, we're making progress here.
There you go.
But all the neck beard grows out here, full unrelenting force. It's like I was designed from birth to be a neck beard, and it just doesn't grow on the sides. I'm like, man. Xavier Soren with the another $5 super chat. Hey Vision, how be art thou?
I'm doing good, Xavier. I actually know Xavier. He follows me on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the continued super chats, everyone. Always appreciate it.
Brian was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just asking. Gonna ask Vision what you're working on there.
Nothing at the moment. I'm still kind of like setting up my computer because my new computer came yesterday. So
casual flex.
Yeah, just casual flex. So I'm working on setting that up still and getting adjusted to it.
What kind of computer did you get?
It is an HP 17-inch, I believe, gaming laptop. So it runs much faster than the older computer I had. So I'll be able to like edit and stuff from my computer now, which is going to be
nice. You ready for a good Thockin Vision?
Oh God. You see, I turned into the stream to listen to it while I was outside, and I saw that you got Thock, and I was like, oh boy, he did it. He did it. He did it.
Yep. I did.
Oh man.
Yep. Unrelenting.
Absolute mad lad.
Look at this.
Where'd you get it from again?
eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like $20 with shipping.
Got it. Okay.
Maniac for Bricks was supposed to send it to me, but
I saw on Twitter.
But he's also in the process of moving his house, and love Joey to pieces, but I don't think he's going to prioritize taking the time to go to the post office while he's mid-move, while he's moving all of his other stuff. Like, he's not going to do that. So much love to Joey, but I have it here. Doc Sampson saying, excellent haircut, Brian. I feel like these comments are like a 50-50 sarcasm. Like, Brian, you going bald? Why'd you do this? Bro, nice haircut. Like, I can't. And Doc is a funny guy. I can't tell. If he's being.
That is true.
You know, I don't know if he's like, oh, it's a nice haircut, Brian.
Wow, that's a great impression of Doc. I like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh man.
Joseph Zulata asking, Brian, have you tried Ghost of Tsushima? No, I have not. I actually do not have a PlayStation 4 anymore because all the games that I wanted to play on it were already released, and I knew nothing would come out until probably the 5. So I only have the Switch, Xbox One, PC.
Oh.
So you just you sold it, and then your plan is to get the new PlayStation when it comes out?
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna get the 5 and the Series X. Maybe not the Series X at launch. I don't know, but whatever I'm gonna cover for videos, I'm gonna cover. So rumor has it that the new Spider-Man will launch on PS5. So obviously gonna buy that and play that. But yeah, Doc says I'm looking gold. Okay, thank you, Doc. Love you too. Is Thock your new mascot, Brian? Yeah, a lot of people ask me to change my profile picture to Thock. The Bricks O'Brien branding is very good. Okay, I'm not going to replace it with a big old Thock.
Do it for the memes, Brian.
Do I? I thought about making like a fucking Laval shirt, like I have it be all one word, like spread across, and it's like fucking Laval, but like nobody would buy that, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's difficult with those like super niche things. We in our merch store, we tried that when we launched our merch to have like one or two that are like super niche designs, but they rarely sell. You've got to have the more generic things if you actually want anyone to buy it.
Yeah, like I would love to do it for the meme, but also if I have a graphic designer working on something, I'd prefer them to be working on like something that will actually be worthwhile instead of fucking the ball. So
speaking of merch, check us out at btbmerch.com. And
you don't plug the merch enough, man.
Yeah, I know. That's always been the struggle. So when we first launched the store, we put like a little thing at the beginning of all our videos for a month or something about it. But we didn't want to overwhelm people and feel like, we were just constantly trying to push it. But there is really cool designs over there. Boone Langston did a lot of fantastic work on those designs over there on the store. So if people haven't checked it out, I would recommend it because there's some cool stuff over there. Whether you're a like hardcore Beyond the Brick fan, there's stuff for that, or just a generic kind of AFOL in general. What do you got there, Brian?
Oh, is that
Baby
the
Yoda.
official brickhead?
It is.
Nice.
Yes. So I accidentally ordered 2 of them and they shipped. So I have 2 of the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda brickheads, which they are very cool. Very, very cool. I like the build for the Mandalorian, like in the middle. Like I never got Boba Fett, but like the middle portion here is really well built, really cool looking. And then there's also the carriage section here. So yeah, that's pretty cool too.
I just finished watching The Mandalorian a few days ago.
Yeah, you like it?
Yes, yeah. No, I very, very much enjoyed it.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to they're making more seasons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they already they did start on production on season 2, but I think that got put on hold because of what.
The Western vibes to it were great. So I thought there was a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda is cute, but not quite as good as Thock. I mean, this is like very 2 different approaches to life, very different approaches. And Thock isn't even my favorite. Like I like the Paraka in general. I like the Baraki as well for Bionicle, but for the meme, you gotta get Thock. You gotta get Thock. So Milan's like, I don't see the difference between the 2.
Insert the Office meme here.
Yeah, right. Wait, if you don't get a Series X at launch, what about Halo? But I can still run Halo on the Xbox One X. So I traded in my PS4, and the reason I had a Pro, and I got a really good deal on trading it in. I got like between a couple of the games I traded in, I still have a couple games like God of War because it's so good, and a couple other games. But between everything I traded in, I have like a $500 GameStop gift card just sitting in my wallet, and you can't spend it on anything. When you walk into GameStop, what are you going to buy? So I'm going to just spend it probably on whichever comes out first, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you buy the newest iteration of each console pretty much when it comes out? Or
no,
not always.
I waited for the PS4 Pro, which the difference between the two, the regular PS4 and the Pro, is it does 4K output. It can do, I think, Blu-ray. No, it can do something else. The graphics quality is better too. And I waited until God of War came out on the PS4, which is a very good story-based game. I've heard lots of good things about that. That looks like a type of game I would enjoy. So you would love it. It is a very linear game, very fantastic combat. The story is amazing. And I bought it with that on April 20th. So it came out on 4/20. And it's totally the game you buy. And if you have like a good sound system, you bump it all the way up just to hear. And it's like it's an experience. It's so good. And I bought it for that. And that was about a year after it came out. So yeah, it depends on what comes out. But right now, there's nothing that I've seen from either console that I'm like, day one. I want to try the new Halo and Spider-Man. I'm going to buy because I'm going to cover it. But yeah.
Seems like there's been a lot of Halo stuff in the news recently.
Yeah,
like
there has been. So they did a full-on blowout of all the information from the Xbox conference, which they're still revealing more every couple of weeks. But yeah, that was recently in the news, and it's in the news more so because it doesn't look like a really next-gen game compared to a couple other games that are out there. But Bliss Brick in the chat saying, Brian, any idea when Lego Star Wars is going to be released? You're literally asking the exact wrong person. No clue whatsoever. No idea.
Are they talking about the new video game?
I think so.
I don't know. Oh, the new game? October 20th? I think. October 20th? Something like that?
That sounds about right.
Yep. Right now, there are no games on the slate for Nintendo for the rest of the year. So I need something to look forward to. Right now, that's the only game that's like on the radar, I guess.
Gotcha. When am I going to do another video? Here's the thing with that. Okay, so I do have content that is going to be coming out soon, but the plan is, and I think I mentioned this a few days ago on my story on Instagram, I'm planning on just making all my videos at once, or not at once, but just making all of them first and then putting them in private, have them available to schedule and like upload by themselves. This way I can take that time to kind of just take a bit of a break from making content, just a bit of a break, relax a bit, and get adjusted to the new computer. So that's the plan. So I've done 3 of the videos so far, and I think it's like 4 more videos I have to get done. And so once those are all done, then they'll start uploading. But there will be content coming soon.
Everybody needs a break. I feel like a lot of people just need to relax.
Because like a lot of times I just sit making content like all day, working on editing all day. It's like sometimes I just kind of want to relax a bit. So I figured I would give that time to myself.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, it's good. You don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Timmy asking, Brian, do you like the new Animal Crossing update? I want to see you play the update. Yes. There's a couple new updates and things out. Somebody asked about Paper Mario earlier. I actually beat that game in its entirety and did my playthrough of it. And it's a whole diatribe of that game being a thing. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. More than I thought I would. And I'm very happy I can say that.
Is that the new? There was a new Paper Mario that just came out, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's
Mario
right.
Origami King. And CC asked earlier, will you stream the new Lego Star Wars, Brian? I would say probably. I mean, not on my channel, but probably on Beyond the Brick at some point. Hopefully, they can get an early copy if I can cover it early to show you guys.
That's the goal. Yeah, that would be. That would be cool. We're gonna keep on, folks. Anybody we can, and see if we can hook you up with that because I think that'd be neat.
Yeah, I've definitely been playing through a lot of the Lego games, and it's been good. But coming back to a new game and new experience is gonna be even better. So
right, because everything you've played on your gaming stream so far is stuff you'd already played, right, in the past.
Yes, new stuff I usually do in videos first. Let's see. Well, Franco's asking a big question, so I'll get back to that in a second. I'm working on a Paper Mario commission now. Never played it though. Joseph, you can't just say that and walk away. You got to tell me. You got to tell me what are you building? How big is it? Like, what do you build? I know nothing about what. Tell me everything. Right now, immediately.
Paper Mario commission sounds cool. Isn't that what Nick's build for you was? Paper Mario, right?
Yes. So he did a cut from the 1,000-year door. He did a so when you battle, it's on like a stage, And so he built Mario with little mini Yoshi from the game, and then the big character Rockhawk, which is a big giant yellow hawk looking thing. And I'm gonna have him do some edits, and then he'll send it to me.
I wondered why there was why they were on stage in that build. So that
Yep.
explains it.
Yep. So that's why. CC saying there's a small echo. I hear that too. It might be Joshua because he has his audio up loud.
I can try to turn it down.
Just a smidge, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
That should be fine.
I
I
want to
know
make sure I can hear you
those
guys.
ears are getting a little old. You got to higher the volume, but still, you know.
Sorry about that, folks. If it continues, I'll let me know and I'll see if I can change things up.
Yeah. Aiden asking, where did Brian's hair go? In the trash. In the trash. Pug asking, is the White House build a micro one? Technically, no.
I don't. I guess you'd call this micro scale.
Yeah.
Here's the finished. I would say this is micro scale. Yes.
Makes sense.
I love the there's tons of fantastic like studs not on top building where you're designing all of the windows and everything and kind of the walkways with sideways building. So lots of good examples of that in this build.
Do you know how much this set is?
I think it's $100, I believe.
Okay.
I think I just saw that on the Lego website the other day.
Golden Light Pictures throwing back to the Hinkle lifestyle Lego branding there. We know you're busy. But if you have some time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's so good. We gotta incorporate that into more videos in the future.
I'm gonna have Thock do a kung fu pose. I tried to mute in time, it didn't work. No, I tried to be professional. No,
Oh man.
I tried to mute from down here. I'm like, where's my cursor thing?
Oh man.
Your attempts at keeping the stream professional are what make it so entertaining, Brian.
Yeah,
Yes.
isn't that ironic? That's an ironic thing.
Oh,
Lifestyle images of Brian Imagineer. Yeah, it's just me. It's just me being like this, like sneezing on the ground, and oh man. Brian, what do you think about another Lego Mario Championship? I think that's something we talked about before. Is like getting the the top contenders back for something, but getting that just 10 minutes back on the stream, man. He's an enigma.
I think we're gonna try to do some more stuff with that in the future. So we'll see.
Yeah.
There should be something happening.
Okay.
Hey, it's not the last you heard of Lego Mario. Let me tell you that, chat.
The vision. What's have you taken this time in quarantine to dedicate it to any like really big builds or tackling anything larger than what you normally do?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I'm thinking of like what possibly to work on as like the next big project. It'll probably be a while before I do anything big because like the biggest thing I did was Wakanda, and that took like a while to get that done. So it may be a while before I work on anything else like of that same scale or slightly larger.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll see. I'm definitely like thinking of some ideas and stuff of what to work on.
Joseph Zawada, I like that idea. What you should do is show me pictures via social media if you don't have it on your YouTube channel. And if you ever want to be properly charged for a Paper Mario mock, you can talk to me. I will buy anything Paper Mario. So
It's so hard charging for commission work like that. I feel like, especially when you're first starting art.
It's not for Nick. He came up with that number real quick.
Well, okay. Maybe Nick's had more experience, but I feel like whether it's Lego building or so many different areas like that, it can be so difficult to figure it out for quite a while until you really have a lot of experience with it and you know, okay, it's like the materials cost this and it's this much time. You know, someone like Kevin has been doing art and stuff long enough. I think he's got that down, but it's hard.
So what I really appreciate, so there's a gentleman on Instagram who I think is a very under the radar builder in every respect, and if you happen to follow him, it's great. His name is Pino Creations, and awesome, phenomenal work. So this is what he did with Banjo and Kazooie. Like, this is like a figure that is, you know, if I'm comparing him to Baby Yoda, it's about that size.
Mm-hmm.
So he manages to make these characters, like basically all the Smash Brothers characters, in this style, like, but this small and with this much detail. So there's Banjo-Kazooie, and then he did like King Dedede as well. So all sorts of characters like that, all from Smash Bros. And I bought these off of him. And what I usually do is, like, you know, I'll get a couple of them and then, you know, throw a little extra on the top because he's doing such great work and I want him to keep going, and he does awesome stuff. So, like, whenever you're getting a commission from somebody that you really appreciate what they do, and, you know, you want to show a little bit of extra kindness that way, like, make sure you treat the artist well, you be clear about what you want, the communication, and you throw a little tip on there if you can, you know, things like that. So
there you go. And Joseph Sawada said to make it clear it's not the customer's fault. I way underestimated the time requirement, and that's what I was trying to say, Joseph. Is from the builder's perspective, it can be really difficult for whatever the type of work you're doing to figure out how much time you're going to need to do it. I feel like it can take years sometimes to really get a good flow down and know exactly, you know, how long the stuff takes you.
Totally. It helped for Nick's case because he wanted to do something Paper Mario anyways, and I kind of egged him on. I'm like, hey, Origami King comes out in 2 weeks. You should do something. And then he did it for content as well as for, you know, what I did.
Right. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. That's a classic win-win. Yes, Milan, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Thock is going to hold the ball in the background. That's exactly what's going to happen. And Cucumber, yes, they do have Duplo bricks on Bricklink, and I believe Bricks and Pieces as well, so you can get that. But you're probably better off just buying Duplo at the store. Like, the price to part ratio for Duplo is usually like $1-ish per piece, and you can get a massive kit of just bricks that way. There are too many underrated builders out there, but those are the ones where the passion shines through in their work. Absolutely. I see it clear as day. So if you haven't followed them, Pino Creations, awesome stuff. Awesome.
I feel like it's a lot easier to find builders now, though, than it used to be. Like, especially when the Lego community was so centered on Flickr, which no one else used. It's like, I mean, no one outside of like hardcore AFOLs would be able to find these people.
If you give me a second, I'll pull up an image that I'll relay off to you. But I wholeheartedly agree. Like, Instagram, if anybody out here is watching after the fact or right now, you know, if you want to get your stuff noticed or seen for people, I don't care if Instagram compresses the quality, whatever amount it may, and you want your build to shine as much as you want it to, it's going to get more noticed on Instagram than it ever will be on Flickr, period. Just that's how it is. So make sure, you know, if that's your goal, is you want your stuff to be noticed a little bit more, then yeah, you have to keep that stuff in mind.
Or do you have a separate Instagram for your, like, Bricks O'Brien, or do you just have your personal account?
No, it's just Bricks O'Brien.
Okay.
So perfect example of Flickr and how many people use it. I took the screenshot a while ago. So if you look, I believe I can't show it here, so don't do the focus on me, John. I got nothing for you. But if you go to, like, one of the top Reddit posts of all time, of all time ever, it's a picture by Raymond Cunningham of a sunset happening, and there's the sunset being reflected on the rails of the train the train tracks, and they're all like orange, illuminated, right?
Okay.
And it has 2,119,000 views, okay, on Flickr. So 2 million views, and however many upvotes on actual Reddit. And there's only, out of the 2.1 million people that looked at it, there's 780 people who liked it and 54 who commented. It has 2 million views and 54 people commented on one of the top upvoted things on Reddit ever. So that's how many people use Flickr and want to comment on it in terms of the ratio of how many people look at it compared to how many people engage with it. So like, come on, you gotta get with the times on Instagram. That's where the hotness is, man. You just gotta.
That's so true.
I use that example like all the time for that argument. They're like, whoa, like those numbers, the proportion doesn't make any sense.
No, that's a very good example. I had not heard of that particular post before, so that's a good way of putting it. If people aren't following Beyond the Brick on Instagram, go check us out. Recently verified as well. So
dank memes
that makes
on
a difference.
There's still a lot of good builds on Flickr. Oh, I'm not saying there's not good builds on there. And there's even some good builds on like Brickshelf Gallery and all that. Like it's still good places to store photos, but in terms of getting your thing out there to the audience and appreciated, it'll die on Flickr. It'll die on Brickshelf. Like it needs to be, publicly seen.
Yeah, it was always so weird to me when I got really into the AFOL community, how Flickr was such a big deal when no one else was. I mean, especially as it died, as it more and more died to the point where we are today with it. The fact that the Lego community still used it so much.
It's crazy. And like, if you're not on Discord, that's one thing. That's more of a private social media sort of platform. I get that, but Instagram, it's Facebook type stuff. And if you don't like Facebook, I understand, but it's as easy as it could be compared to anything else. And it's like, especially when the company that runs Flickr is also like, yeah, we're not investing in this anymore. And it's just gonna go into nothing. David saying Beyond the Brick Twitter is pretty lit too. Don't shamelessly promote them. They don't need to be promoted. Okay. Just
That's right. Twitter for us has always been a bit of a weird situation because it's by far our smallest social media now. Yet we've been probably of all of our social media active consistently longer on Twitter than anywhere else in terms of like putting out posts when we're at conventions for many, many years and all this different stuff. And so it's always been a little strange for us because we've been active on there consistently for a long time, but we seem to grow very, very slowly compared to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
All the different social media platforms have such a different approach. So it's tough to just take whatever content you have from one place and just shove it on there and hope for the best. Like it all has to be tweaked a little bit,
Right. Let's see. Franco says there's a Beyond the Brick Discord. There is not, at least not that I'm aware of. But if we were to start one, what would a Beyond the Brick Discord look like? Would there is there a need for that?
No.
So,
okay. I don't have one for my audience that's official and endorsed and whatever. There's a couple ones that like I think Eli made, but it's not one that I'm on. So a Discord would be for you connecting directly with your audience and promote, like Alyssa said, memes, like, but you can get like it's more so a thing that people opt into. You're not going to happen to catch people in the wider net of the internet, so they have to like manually go in and do it that way.
I see.
Constable saying nice haircut, Brian. Kevin saying, can we get some F's in the chat for Brian's hair? Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. That's all good.
Oh, Kevin, I'm glad you can make it.
ARPS Bricks asking who created Beyond the Brick. That's actually the Brick Wiz. He is the one that came up with the initial idea, and he's a founding member. Him and Kirk were in cahoots for a while, talking about what to do, and then they summoned Josh and John into the world, summoned them, and they decided to put them in charge.
Yeah, it's a crazy origin story, but it's all true.
Yeah, it's like magic.
Yeah.
Just like magic. I've never seen Brian so hairless. I feel like I've been bald on camera before, you know. Maximus is asking, can we stop talking about Brian's hair? You know what, Maximus? That's the only interesting thing I got going on today. So, why would we stop here? You know?
Now that your mission for Thock is done, what do you have left?
Laval.
Oh, that's true.
I got Laval. The other half of Thock and Laval. And yeah, you're kind of right. I got the Mario sets. I got Thock. I'm gonna get Laval. I got nothing else. There's nothing else going on.
We're an hour in and I'm still working on the final part of this build. I don't know if I'm just a really slow builder or if this was a lot more left than I thought.
Yeah, you said if you should finish it off camera last week. I'm like, nah, just wait.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited. This has been good.
Yeah. Joseph asking Brian, have you happened to read the Brian X Princess Daisy fan fiction I wrote? I can't think of anything else. I'd be more. I had a not family friendly answer. I'm not going to say it though. No, I've not read it. I've not read it. Maybe in hour 18 of the 24-hour live stream, I'll get that spicy, but
yes,
not right now. Not right now.
Oh man, it's a audible recording of that.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
What does Kevin say? Need the studio file from Joey to build the BTB1 race car?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
the BTBI.
Oh, sorry, my bad. We will give you the money to buy the parts on Bricklink, Brian, if you get the file to build it.
It'll literally take like $4. So that doesn't mean anything. $4. We will give you $4.
I didn't know how extensive this project would be, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew the funding was there.
Thank you. You know what? Now that I know the funding is there, I'm gonna go for it, man. Yeah, I got.
We need to have Joe. We've talked about Joey a lot. We need to have him on a stream sometime.
I agree. I agree. Joey is such an enigma. So if I'm live streaming anything, he never shows up. He's not even subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yeah, this guy, he's not even subscribed. I'll call him out publicly. You think I care? Whatever. So he's not. And then as soon as I'm streaming retro Lego, it's like, and then he appears. And it's like, oh, and he tells me all the he's got the book. He's got the book and he's telling me everything about it. And he's like, actually, if you go on the third turn of the Wahoo Wahoo course, you can get the exclusive shortcut. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So that's Joey in a nutshell. Maxwell asking, were one of you guys on Brickmasters? I was actually in disguise as Boone Langston. I was actually him. I put on a suit every time on camera. I can't even get no, I'm not Boone. Don't remind me, please. I get reminded every time. Let's see. And I love that Stud is going on. He's like, he's trying to have a serious conversation here about the creativity in people and like better work with limited parts. Exactly. Yeah, you're totally right.
Doesn't he know that this is not the place to come for a serious conversation?
So we get into it occasionally, but Stud is such a passionate designer that he channels that energy no matter what. But yeah. Lego Masters secrets revealed. Oh, there's more secrets. I actually won, just so you know. I have the trophy off camera. They want to let me show it, but
they just wanted Tyler and Amy to win to make it look good for the show, but it was actually Brian behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. Does Beyond the Brick have a brick link? No, I don't think so, right?
Nope. We did where we sold our minifigs, but then when Lego bought Bricklink, we couldn't do that anymore. So now we sell them through Boone's website. So if anyone wants to buy Beyond the Brick minifigs, you can check them out. John can throw a link in the chat. I don't actually remember exactly what the URL is for that.
That was actually a thing. You had to take those off?
Yes. Yeah.
Just like a conflict of interest sort of thing?
I think that they were cracking down on anything third party like custom. I
right.
believe.
Right, like custom printed stuff.
Yes.
Makes sense. Brick Star Wars Boy asking, how's Andres and the Apple? We need an update from the Apple, man. I miss Andres every week.
He emailed last week and said he was going to be. I think he was back in Berlin this week or something, but he wasn't sure if he'd be able to join.
I think he's lying until I see him.
He's getting around a lot these days, actually.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
I'm on this rooftop in Germany. Don't tell anybody. They'll only let me up. What? What?
He broke into the building.
And here's an Apple. Just mentions it.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Lego banned custom items on Bricklink. I think that was the problem.
Yeah, Brick Arms was a part
that
of
was one of the big controversies with the Brick Arms thing.
Yeah. I think Brian secretly played all of the persons on Lego Masters. I cannot confirm nor deny. And I think Kevin said earlier that Brian was actually Will Arnett. Man, yeah. There's a lot of secrets.
Brian went to the producers of Lego Masters and was like, listen, I know you're busy. Just let me play all the characters.
Just let me play everybody. What? Who's this? Huh?
What is this?
Is this impossible? Wait, is it? Let me hear your voice, sir.
Hello?
It's actually him. It's
Oh,
not
wow.
impossible.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Get the hype horns. He's here.
Oh my gosh.
Just for just 10 minutes. Hopefully, how much time you got, man? Hopefully,
Probably 15 to 20.
Hey, there it is.
Over there.
Oh my goodness. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am ecstatic. Finally, some life into this live stream. We didn't even announce it. So now everybody knows that we're not using his name for clickbait. All right.
I feel bad because last time you announced it, I came so late.
I made that thumbnail. I made that thumbnail, and I'm like, everyone's gonna think that we clickbaited him because we put him in the
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. All right, so now I can finally give you heat publicly. Good.
Yeah,
so
let me hear.
You need to play.
I heard
Origami King.
Is it really that great?
It's that great, and it is better, in my opinion, holds up more than Paper Mario 64.
That's saying a lot.
I'm a diehard fan, Justin. You know that. All right.
I know.
It's
my god.
Very, very good. You have to play.
It's that good? Okay.
Yes. Yes. You know what? Take some time off. I know you're busy making the Lego meme videos.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Working my butt off. Yeah.
Aren't we all? Yeah, exactly. Relax. Josh, I'm sorry. Do the intro. I got too excited. I'm sorry.
There's no intro. It's
all right. I don't know.
He's here. That's it.
Okay. You're usually like, this is just too good. How
Just Too Good needs no introduction. That's
don't come on. You're flattering me, bro. Oh, thank you, Josh. Okay.
Okay.
And I see Vision Bricks is here too. Hey,
yes.
Vision Bricks.
How's it going?
Yes.
It's good. It's good. Nice to see you. But,
how are things going down there in Florida, Justin? You doing okay?
I'm doing good. I mean, right now I was going to try to see because I've been trying to find the blind bags for Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, well, they wanted me on the stream, so I'm building a bag of the Burrows set from 2020.
Cool. Nice.
So, yeah, I'm hyped to build this one.
Did you get, I don't know if I saw it on your channel or not. Did you find the poly bag down there yet or no?
Yep, I did, thankfully. Yeah, that poly bag was like one of the only ones that wasn't street dated at Target. But now I'm hearing that the mystery minifigures might not be street dated, but we'll have to wait and see.
I've seen it like 50-50. Some people are like, Walmart is bad about the street date, apparently. I've seen people go to Walmart and get everything, no problem at all. But
yeah. They're usually bad with the street date, but my Walmarts here, I guess they're good with the street date because I never see any of the new stuff out. So it's like crud. But I've heard some Walmarts had it, but Target apparently might have it now, so that's gonna be the move.
I've been looking at Target every other day. I haven't found it. Up by me, at least.
I see. Yeah. Did you see so you haven't seen any accidentally out or anything?
I saw the propeller. I saw one propeller suit. That's it. Like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like,
really?
and there was a part of me in my soul that's like, I should buy this, but I'm like, what? Why would I? No. So I left it for someone else. But no, I haven't seen anything. So I'll probably end up just waiting until the 1st and then grab all the figures or try to at my local store. Those guys might help me. I don't think they're not even feeling them. So I'll just whatever.
It's gonna be hard to feel them. I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but
you can feel them. But on top of if you go to a store, you'll try to feel them out if there's not already duplicates. But you can get duplicates because it's enemies and whatnot. But
exactly,
I know at Lego stores they're not letting you feel them. At least by me, they're not.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Kevin says, I literally just left Target, only a couple of power suits, like 4 boxes, and a dozen blind bags for Super Mario. You didn't get me any, Kevin? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just really need to know the pieces Thock bricks. Exactly. You gotta know what they are. So I've been happy to hear that everybody who has gotten their hands on Lego Super Mario has thoroughly enjoyed it, and a lot of the people who are like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this is kind of weird, this isn't what I wanted, a lot of that's being dispersed now that people get their hands on it. Very happy to see that. So
I've seen I think people are going to like it on my channel too.
That's good,
because I've seen some familiar faces okay, you sold me on it now that you've done all these videos on it and stuff. I'm like, oh, awesome. Because I'm just worried that it won't pick on or something like that. But I hope that also that this could coexist and Lego could do a minifigure series or something like that.
I think it can.
Yeah, I think that they just want to try this, get this new thing out, and then once this new thing does okay, it's easy to bring out the familiar stuff. So
right,
yeah.
So we'll
because
see.
they can't do Peach's Castle in that same style as these other sets back here. That has to be a UCS Cinderella's Castle type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and now we can finally talk about. I don't want to take over here, Josh.
No, please do, Brian. Please do.
All right. So I watched the videos, Justin. Obviously on Mario. You like it.
Thank you. I mean, there's a lot. So
I'm fully aware you have a lot of videos you did. So, where's the final standing on this? How do you feel compared to what you think they should do? Are you still okay with this stuff? You kind of like whatever?
Yeah. Personally, how I see it is that if Lego doesn't make minifigures on Mario, I think that's a really, for lack of a better term, stupid move. I think it's printing money if you can make minifigure Mario sets. So because I know that it's just such a obvious thing, I feel like it's coming. So because I've in the future we'll probably get it next year or something. So I'm just taking this as it is, seeing it as this new system. But I guess if we only have this and we never get minifigures, maybe I will start to be more critical of the system, as in why is this a choice over minifigures? But I still love what it has going on. That won't take away how much I enjoy making these courses and jumping on all these enemies and everything like that. So happy with what they made, because I know there's going to be minifigures, because it's just why wouldn't they do that? But the course system it's very, in my opinion, very interesting and well thought out system. They thought of a lot of things, and I like when they think of things.
And I've experienced people bashing it until they have it themselves and they see the system and they're like, all right, I get it.
Exactly.
And then a kid jumps around with Mario and just plays with him and just goes buck wild with it. That in itself is such a cool thing.
Yeah.
That like, I don't know how you feel about it, but like when I compare Mario to like the other brickheads I have in that same sort of, size comparison, like the brickheads don't have any life. Mario is so invigorated with life.
Oh yeah.
Any other Lego anything ever.
Like, I love how the eyes and everything are they're very expressive, and they add little things like that aren't necessary, but they just add so much to, as you say, bringing life to the character.
Totally.
Yeah.
And Joshua, as an indifferent Mario fan, what's the final weigh-in from you?
I loved the Mario products, like everything we got to do for the championship, trying that stuff out. I was very, very impressed. The way they worked with the app. As someone who's just like the most super casual Mario fan, doesn't have a favorite game or anything like that. I thought it was a great experience, and I think it is very much. We've discussed this before, and it's kind of what you were saying a little bit ago, Brian. Very much a thing that once you get your hands on it, you appreciate it much more than just seeing someone use it or just looking at photos of the products. So I super enjoyed it, and I think especially if you're an even bigger Mario fan than I am, I think you would like it even more.
And there's no way they're not going to make make sets on Mario Kart or Zelda or any of the other massive franchises Nintendo has. Like, and they couldn't do Mario Kart with this system. They couldn't do Legend of Zelda with this same system. It wouldn't work. That's not what it is meant to be. So I think it's all a matter of time. But the fact that we have the NES as it is and this, like, that is the good, start block. And then you go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So,
yeah.
What were your thoughts on the NES, Justin?
I love that. Like, it looks fantastic. Because when I first heard, okay, they're doing an NES and it's not going to be like Princess Peach's Castle or something like that.
Yeah.
I knew I would buy it because I love the NES, but I was like, oh, nobody's going to buy this. But seeing how they executed it with the TV moving and everything like that, it's just fantastic. Like, it's a mind-blowing. I can't believe this works set, It actually gives me hope for something like the typewriter, because it's like, well, now I don't think it's just going to be a typewriter. Like, this is going to be something that's like crazy, well thought out or something like that.
I think the NES might fall more in line with the piano, in the fact that when I saw the piano announced, I knew for a fact there's no way it wasn't going to play sound. That had to play sound when it was announced as a set. Like, and people people would still buy it if it were just a regular piano that moves. But if you have the mom that goes into the Lego store, like, oh, it's a piano, it doesn't play sound, that's stupid. Like, obviously, it's going to connect to an app and has power functions and all that. So I don't think the typewriter is going to type, but I don't know what function is going to sell it on like a larger market, I guess.
Yeah, but I think there will be one,
No, yeah, there will be. There will be. I've seen a lot of critique from the NES. People are like, on the gaming side, who don't really understand Lego. They're like, well, you can't play the game on the thing. You just build it and that's it. That's dumb. It's like, what? It's a building experience. What are you talking about? Like,
yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Brian, will you make more Lego Mario videos? It's been a week. I plan on doing my own Mario videos on my channel and all that eventually, but Beyond the Brick, there's more stuff cooking. Just so you know. There's always stuff cooking. There's always something cooking in the kitchen, of course. John would like to see Lego push AR a bit further. Well, with Hidden Side, I don't know. Because that's not looking too hot from what the rumor mill has been saying. So
the kids on Instagram,
those kids on Instagram,
darn kids.
They know everything, man. They know everything. I wish I was kidding.
I hope it's still going.
I like the idea of just spooky stuff in general. Like the haunted house is great. I'd love to see more stuff. Oh, okay. So this is a good question now that you're here, especially. Franco asks, since Justin is here and he's a Nintendo fan too, I'm bringing up this question again. What Nintendo property would you like to be translated into Lego next?
Well, Zelda is like,
Obviously.
I mean, yeah. But beyond Zelda, I mean, Pokemon's a Nintendo property. Mega has them, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
you know, if that goes through, I would love Pokemon, but Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing would be fantastic. It would be like Minecraft, where it wouldn't be heavy on play features, but just kind of building your world. And I think it would be a hit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so
if they do Zelda, what Zelda game are they doing?
I would hope like an Ocarina of Time, Hyrule Castle. That's what I would guess.
So,
Or
like,
that's
the
what I would
ideas-
hope too. Yeah. The ideas one I think is Twilight.
That's Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Breath of the Wild. I would like Ocarina of Time just a little bit. I like Ocarina of Time more than Breath of the Wild personally. But yeah.
I think I'm one of the few people that's like, I fully believe they will do Breath of the Wild first because it is so popular with people right now, and then they'll go back.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, that.
I don't know, whichever first, but yeah.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I'm not sure.
Animal Crossing with new molds would be cool. Yeah, they wouldn't do villagers though because there's like a couple hundred. There's no way they can like prioritize favorites on villagers. They would do Isabelle, Tom Nook, KK Slider, all that.
That's the thing. They have so much they could do with them alone that like the point where they reach villagers. I mean, maybe one time they will, but it depends how popular the line is, you know. And I can see this being super popular. So
yeah,
at this point, I think anything Lego Nintendo could sell like crazy, and Lego needs to take advantage of this.
just
release everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
People keep asking me like, oh, like, you know, how much ahead of time should I line up for and do that? Like, I know it happens for a lot of Lego stuff too, but it's capturing the gaming audience and Lego audience, and it's like that. I think that's the first time there's been like that building style of the NES with, you know, we've seen it in mocks and ideas and whatnot, but like, you know, it rotating around kind of like I think the fish tank was kind of like that on ideas too, something like that.
Oh yeah,
like, that concept is the first time in a Lego set to that scale. Like that in itself is interesting to me as like a Lego fan. So.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who don't even care about the NES who are buying this.
Yeah, right. It's just a cool, like, that's the ultimate nostalgia thing, having the CRT as a buildable thing.
So what's a Nintendo property you don't think would translate well into Lego then? Is there something you think they should not attempt?
Ooh.
Or maybe go ahead.
I was going to say with Pokemon, as much as I want Lego Pokemon, I think that's one of the problems why they didn't do it before. Yep. It's very hard to translate that into Lego form without making a bunch of new pieces.
Oh yeah.
New pieces, new colors, and then what scale do you go with? You don't go with minifigure scale because all the Pokemon are different scales. You need custom molds for everything. But then you also want minifigure scale like Pokemon Center and whatever, which, I mean, Mega does a good job with the colors. Like the piece quality is what it is, but they capture the colors pretty well. So they did good with that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like the list of properties Nintendo has. Somebody suggested Lego Wii Sports earlier. That would not translate well. That would not.
No.
It's just like, no.
That's fine.
I mean, I think most of them they could translate fairly well. It's just a matter of if they would sell or not.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a $20 to $30 R-Wing akin to like the Jedi Interceptor from like Star Wars, like Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. But
I wish they did like a sort of like the Lego Marvel superheroes or DC superheroes line, and I think Fisher Price or Jakks Pacific does this, where they have a line called World of Nintendo.
Yes.
And it'll have that where we'll just have like a random Star Fox toy. Oh, but most of it's Mario. You know, it's kind of like how most of DC's Batman for Lego. And I'm like, that would be so cool in Lego form.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know.
Alyssa was saying no love for Wind Waker in here. There's so many different iterations of Zelda. Like, I'm not a Zelda guy, so I'm the wrong person to ask with that stuff.
Wind Waker would be cool.
Mario that's had so few games.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I could see like a $30 R-Wing, a $20 to $30 Blue Falcon from F-Zero, or not Blue Falcon, whatever the name of his racer is, I forget. It might be just called the F-Zero. I don't know. And then I've always thought of like a $40 to $50 Samus gunship with buildable Ridley as an idea.
Oh, that would be again. All these so good.
They sound really good, right? Yeah. Like I've thought about this ad nauseum. I got nothing else to think about, so think about that for a while.
I feel you.
It's cool. I'd love to see a Splatoon set easily. Yeah. So cool. And then obviously Paper Mario, but I think that's
that Paper Mario would have to be like the Mario figure in the NES, huh?
Yes, right, exactly. We want a Star Fox battle pack. I would actually like that. I mean, so what I would think is you would get the R-Wing for $30. You get Fox McCloud with peppy hair, and then Falco is in the Smash Bros. CMF series. That's
Smash
what.
Bros. CMF. Oh yeah. I wish they would make a Smash Bros. Product. Oh my gosh.
That's like the easiest to get. That makes most sense. Like easily.
I wish.
And then I think it was John saying Mario 64 Castle that opens up. That's the dream.
That's the dream of Princess Peach's Castle.
If I had not before the NES, I'm like the first thing they're gonna do is Peach's Castle, $350, $400, make it go bonkers. But this is something I don't think anybody expected. So. Lego Ice Climbers is more likely. Nobody's asking for it, but that's the cheapest listen to buy.
Well, that would be in like a Smash Bros. CMF.
Yeah, totally. A very Chip and Dale, Huey, Dewey, Louie situation.
Oh yeah.
What is Ice Climbers?
Ice Climber. Before I choke and die on air, Ice Climbers is a game from the 80s. I forget what year. You use Nana and Popo, the blue and pink ice climbers, to jump up like a mountain. It's very weird. It's an obscure game. A lot of the characters from Smash Bros are only famous because they're in Smash Bros, and then people play the game afterward. So that's one of them.
Yeah.
And they play like together, so they're always together. Like they when they recover from the battlefield, they use each other to get back up. You can eliminate the pink ice climber Nana, and they're less powerful when there's only one on the field. It's yeah. There's a lot of characters like that. They're just kind of as an individual character, they're whatever. But when you include them in the whole Smash Bros. Roster, it makes sense.
Well, Brian, who's your main in Smash?
My main is Mr. Game & Watch, and I also use Pac-Man, Bowser Jr. I like Banjo a lot. I don't play any of the Fire Emblem characters. I have more class than that. And
good taste.
Yeah, I like a lot of the non-humanoid characters. So you can probably tell my enthusiasm with the Smash DLC so far.
I feel you, bro.
Very anime. It's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So, yeah. Let's see.
Are we only talking like recent Smash or just Smash in general?
Well, technically, recent Smash is all of Smash because all the characters are ultimate. So
true. I'm trying to think. I think I've used like Kirby a lot, so I guess Kirby. That would probably be like my favorite.
Okay. Kirby.
It's just something about, I guess, like the ability to, like, when you suck the other characters up, you're able to turn into the character to like have their abilities.
Oh yeah.
Kirby is a very approachable character.
Yeah.
I've yet to ever sit down and actually enjoy a game of Smash because every time I've played it with people, they're so good, and I have no clue what I'm doing, and they never explain anything to me. So they start hitting buttons, and I'm dying, and I have no clue what to do.
There's a certain threshold where if you and all your friends are bad, it's a lot of fun. But then as soon as one person gets good, it's like, all right, this isn't fun anymore. Especially if you play like no items on Battlefield with only specific characters and stages, and it gets even more.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at with my friends. We don't play anymore because one of my friends, Matt, is really, really good, and we're like, we're just not gonna bother.
Yeah.
Maryland wants a update on what everybody is building, which I'm building nothing. I think Vision is also not building anything.
I'm still on this.
I'm on the burrows of Harry Potter, and I'm about to finish this bag.
I just finished the Yellow Castle of this, the sort of commemorative 60-year set.
Cool.
With the monorail, the pirate ship, the classic space set, and then the Yellow Castle. So I'm building through that.
Golden Light asking, what other Mario characters would you like to see? It's Luigi for me. I'm shocked we didn't get him. I would bet good money that maybe January 1st or spring 2021, you're going to get a starter course with Luigi and Abu and somebody else and a bunch of purple / dark green pieces for hunted stuff. I bet that.
Because I'm sure they already have them designed. I'm sure. Yeah.
It's designed same as Mario. You just take off the red and swap it all out.
Yeah, exactly.
And all those suits work as well. All the suits that Mario has, they work for Luigi. Yeah. Same exact thing. Even the overalls are the same. Just toss the overalls on them. It's fine.
Yep.
Shout out to Joseph Zawada for offering to be awful with me at Brick Fair, Virginia, playing Super Smash.
There you go. Dude, when all those conventions hit again, it's going to be like a party for like 72 hours straight. Happen. Oh, man.
Justin, when are you going to start making it out to conventions?
Never.
Okay.
One day, maybe. I don't know. I'm just not a convention guy.
You know, like any type of convention at all? Have you just don't enjoy them?
No. Well, I went to Star Wars Celebration one year. That was fun, but I'm not a public appearance guy.
Yeah.
One day.
We know. We haven't shown your face. We know.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
you can show my mantis face, but yeah.
The one thing about if Justin was to go to the convention is that not many people know what he looks like. So he could be there and no one would know that they're standing right next to us.
I would know.
You would know.
We went to Toronto together.
Yeah. You would know, or anyone else that's seen him would know, but the other people would just not know that they're standing right next.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I've been to every convention.
How many
boy.
Let's
$1 billion, 1,000.
$1 billion? Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get this man $1 billion real quick.
Let's do it. No. I don't know. I'm not a con. What do you guys do at a con?
So socialize, commiserate. I happened to tour almost the entire convention hall with Joshua at like midnight. That was fun.
That's most of what I do at a convention is record videos. So work related things, but also just a lot of talking to people. Basically, just when you go to the same shows every year, then it's almost like a little family reunion, is what I always say. Yeah. So you look forward to seeing those people every year at each show. So for me, it's just fun to meet back up and chat with friends that are maybe at that or one other show. Every year, so you don't get to see them very often, and then record a lot of videos.
Yeah, no, you're right. All right, one day.
No, but I get it. I mean, it also can be very stressful. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff. So I mean, it's understandable if it's.
Do they have food there or what?
No, they actually make you starve to death. And you have
no. I'm never going down.
They're imported.
Oh man.
Con food is definitely a thing. But the thing with Brick Fair, Virginia, as you might have heard, there's like all sorts of food all around there, and the hot spot is Chick-fil-A. Yeah. I've had way too many meals of Maniac for Bricks being like, we're gonna have Chick-fil-A for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 3 days in a row. Okay? My arteries can't handle this, Joey. But there's a lot of food options around there. That's unique to that convention too. That it takes place in like a shopping center, which is weird to me. And there's all sorts of food everywhere.
Because you have the Walmart, you have Burger King, Taco Bell,
literally
Chick-fil-A.
a fat guy's dream. Like you walk out, you can pick anywhere you want to get cardiac arrest. Literally anywhere. It's great.
That sounds great.
But most conventions have some kind of like food vendors inside the convention hall.
Yeah.
But it's typical. I mean, it's very overpriced normally. Just kind of fairly average to mediocre food.
It's
So you're
always
much better off going out somewhere
getting
to like a
something.
decent
Yeah.
restaurant.
It's always
Yeah.
served by people that are indifferent to your existence. They don't
Yes.
care. They're always just like, take your hot dog and get away from me. It's always it.
Because I remember, going to Virginia last year, I had never had Jimmy John's like ever in my life.
Jimmy John's is god tier.
I know. It was like my friend introduced it to me while we were there. And so for like the rest of those days at Virginia, I just kept going back over there to go get a sandwich around lunchtime before the people would start coming in.
Yeah.
Because that's how good it was. I still like their stuff.
Yeah.
That's interesting because of all the sub shops, Jimmy John's is like really low on the list for me. Of all
Really?
Oh, really?
I was gonna say I didn't want to say anything, but Jimmy John's.
No, you.
I mean,
you
I've
can
had,
talk
like-
smack in the stream. It's all good, man. Hey,
Yeah.
whatever hot
No,
takes.
but the
you got,
Jimmy
I'm
John's
over.
the Jimmy John's fans can get a little bit rabid. No offense, you know.
Can they?
Yeah, sometimes I've dissed it, and they're like, "You don't know real sandwiches." And it's like,
That's a very odd thing to get very rabid about.
Yeah. Like, because
That's
I've
it.
had other like subs from other places, and some of them are definitely better than what you would get at Jimmy John's. But I wouldn't go all that crazy over the sandwich.
I see. No,
Alyssa says Jersey. You know what? Alyssa
had
does make
Jersey
a good point. Jersey Mike's is good.
Yeah. There's
I've
one near
had
me.
this
I've wanted
stuff.
to try it.
Yeah, their stuff is good. I've had their stuff.
Yeah.
For some time.
I really like Penn Station. Do you guys have those?
No.
Where
I
you
don't
are?
think
Oh.
so. I don't
Oh, I
think so.
thought that was a broad chain. Maybe it's not as
Let me
popular
see.
as I thought. But it's Penn
Uh,
Station is very good.
Station.
Also, Firehouse subs. I don't know if you have.
Oh, I
Firehouse.
like Firehouse.
That's also very
I
good.
have not had their stuff yet. I don't.
Firehouse is good because they steam the meat and it's always like on a very hot bread. So like you need to have it when it's right fresh.
Yeah.
Like I've had it before, like bringing it from, where it's at to this office, and it like gets a little soggy, and it's like well, you gotta eat it right away. Right away.
Is it called Penn Station East Coast?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, then we have like I think 3 of them according to this thing.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it or heard of them until now.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
Got so many other options in Austin. Going to a chain feels like a letdown. Well, you're just on your high horse, Ben's Brick Design. Okay, we all can't have the amazing local stuff like you.
Right.
And we all have different local things that we never go to a chain for. I would never go to Panda Express. You won't caught me dead in Panda Express.
Right.
Plenty of Chinese food around me.
I'm a Panda fan. Yeah.
Me
I like it.
too. Yeah.
Oh.
Panda.
And that there is no seafood place near me. You get that Red Lobster nonsense out of here. Any Italian places?
I'll take Red Lobster, but only because it's like the only seafood place.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Right. We got the authentic seafood near me.
Nice, nice.
But like most of barbecue, yeah, it's all chains, subs, a lot of local sub shops, but yeah. Subway bread used to be so good. Dude, I've had so many traumatic experiences at Subway. Never again in my life. Never. Alyssa says she's in a relationship with the Cheddar Bay biscuits. I feel like that's a lot of people talk a lot about these Olive Garden breadsticks too. They're just okay. I don't.
I love the flavor of the biscuit from Red Lobster, but I feel like they get dry so easily. I don't know. You either have to have them like super warm and fresh or something, but it seems like if they aren't made exactly right or eaten at the exact right time, then they can get dry really easily.
Yeah,
in my experience.
Right. Cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster are life. I feel like I need to try them when I see a Red Lobster next, but who knows when that'll be.
Justin, aren't you glad you came to weigh in on these important topics?
Oh yeah.
Hey, none of us
I
have
love
anything
food.
better to do. Might as well, All right, so that's another question that I don't think I've gotten from you, Justin. So
Okay.
you have the option to go to whatever fast food place you want to. Fast food, fast casual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go, and what is the one menu item you get?
Funny enough, I mean, there's a steak sandwich place that's like a chain down south.
Mm-hmm.
It's called John Smith Subs. I would go there. That's like my favorite place. John Smith subs.
Okay. And what do you get?
The steak sandwich there.
Okay.
They just have like the best steak sandwiches ever.
Is that like a steak and cheese, or is it just
Steak
like
and cheese. Steak and cheese.
Okay. Now I can mess with the steak and cheese.
That sounds really good. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I love steak and cheeses.
Yeah.
I'll have to
See,
keep an eye out for that next time. Next time we're down that direction.
Dude, for sure. John Smith subs. So good. So good. Their steak sandwiches are just the best. But yeah.
Totally. And yeah, like Stud is near Connecticut and New York, so the bagels there. There are no bagels in Dunkin' Donuts. They're only from bagel places. Like, yeah. Cheddar biscuits are amazing. Yeah, that like I feel like that answer for like what you get and where can really determine who you are as a person. You know, it says something. It says something.
Yes,
You're like, that's all I need to know about a person.
Yeah, you get a good vibe for who they are.
True,
what
you
they
know
choose.
that is.
And if they're a trash human being, they're gonna say they get like a number 2 from Panda Express and a large size.
Hey.
And then you know to never bother with them.
You know what I love at Panda is they have a walnut shrimp or something.
Dude, that's my favorite. That's
Yes.
literally my
Oh,
favorite.
it's
That
so
is
good.
literally- It's so good.
I love it.
If I had hair, I'd run my fingers through my hair right now. Oh man. Speaking of bagels, Bagel Lover is here. Oh great, here we go. The Bagel Lover is here. Is that the sandwich place that was S tier in Justin's sandwich video?
Probably. I forgot I made a sandwich video.
Hey, if it was S tier, you would know.
I might have. Told you. Food's important to me.
Well, that's good. That's good. So we're gonna dive in because we got nothing else to talk about. What's the go-to dessert? Where are you getting dessert from?
Dessert? That's a good question because I
If
love
you say anything other than
okay.
Dairy Queen, I'm kicking you out of this call. So go ahead.
Well, it's not going to be Dairy Queen for sure.
Well,
Ugh.
Timmy.
I'm kidding.
No. I'll let you speak.
Yeah. Dairy Queen, actually, you know, it's funny. I had a bad opinion of Dairy Queen until like a few days ago. I went
good.
and they had this really good animal cracker frosted.
Oh
cookie
yes,
sundae.
that's so good.
It was good. It was good as heck. And I was like, okay, Dairy Queen, you won me over.
Wait, like the frosted animal crackers with like the vanilla frosting with the
Yes,
sprinkles?
yes. I grew up on those literally, and I was
Wow.
craving them randomly. And then I was like, "What the heck? Dairy Queen has an ice cream of this? Why?" When I was craving it randomly, like it just came out of nowhere. But
That's amazing.
Justin, I had no idea you were such a man of exquisite defined taste, but it turns
hey,
out we
dude, I have just two food as a channel where I
Here you
review
go.
fast food. I literally am like, I like the crappiest of food, you know. But
That's fine. We all indulge. Some more than others. Me, you know. Hey,
hey. I like Krispy Kreme, so I don't know.
There you go.
I wish I had Krispy Kreme near me. Like,
Oh, do you not have one? Yeah.
no, they tried it up here a while ago, but I think it's too embedded in the Dunkin' Donuts coffee that Krispy Kreme for exclusively donuts just didn't survive.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember like in Route 1 in Saugus, there was like a Krispy Kreme, and they would have like, you know, the hot donuts. You grab one as a sample to hook you in. You get a dozen. You eat the whole thing in one sitting. Like they had it right there.
For sure, dude. That's what I like about like Krispy Kreme. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts here, unfortunately, they don't make their donuts fresh, so they just kind of ship it in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like. Krispy Kreme, they'll actually make it fresh. So.
David in the chat says he had the animal cracker one, and it was not good. I absolutely disliked it. It looked so
Really?
good, but the execution was bad. Can we get a ban for David or Dialis?
Well, try it for yourself. Because maybe it isn't good. I don't know. I liked it though. I was a fan of it.
Justin Solana says a woman got stabbed in my local Dairy Queen, so I won't be going there for a bit.
Oh my gosh!
Stop you. Come on. Be a man, persevere in stabbing, and don't let anything get between a man and his Dairy Queen.
That's it, bro.
You and the Queen got to keep that relationship up, stabbing aside. You're fine. And apparently, Sai says the best fast food place in Ireland is McDonald's. I thought the best fast food was like a pint of Guinness, but okay.
Don't go stereotyping the Irish now.
They love Guinness, though. I know that for sure. I know that. NYC only has Dunkin' Donuts and the one Krispy Kreme in Manhattan. I'm not driving 30 minutes for a donut. Yeah, I never thought Krispy Kreme was good enough to like go out of your way for, but if it's there, you go there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
We have in Indiana, Amish bakeries are super popular. They make like a ton of amazing like donuts and pies and all this stuff super fresh. That's incredible. So a lot of people get that instead of the big chains.
Alyssa, that s'mores blizzard, that hits. That hits. You know what hit was I think it was last year and the year before. I went to the mall on Black Friday at like 11:30 at night in New Hampshire, and Dairy Queen was open. After a day of binge eating Thanksgiving food, getting a hot chocolate blizzard at like midnight, that's a vibe. That hits. So good. so good.
We really need more food sponsors on this channel. Arby's isn't enough.
Hey, if anybody wants to sponsor my live streams or Beyond the Brick in general, and really any of us, you can get. If anyone wants to give us money for food endorsements,
Yeah, how was that Arby's sponsorship? Because I love Arby's. I remember
amazing.
How can I get in cahoots with Arby's?
I know Arby's is I had Arby's literally for lunch before this stream.
Yes,
it's a fast food place here, and I love it.
It gets a bad rep, but like I love Arby's so much.
That whole partnership was awesome. It was like done through the PR company that does all of Arby's like marketing, and the people there were super easy to work with and super nice. So we were really happy with how all of that turned out.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah.
Just go in between your Mario videos. Just make like an Arby's fan appreciation video. They'll see it gets 100,000 views. Be like, oh well, let's
Right.
You gotta will it into existence. That's what I did with Lego Mario. If I clicked my heels a couple times, then it appears.
Exactly. All right. Well, I gotta go. I finished this bag.
There it is. There it is. Hey, it's more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was on here for what? Like
there you go.
I think it was more than 20 minutes.
There it is. Wow.
Setting the bar so high.
Time. You gotta.
Yeah. Dude, of course. All right,
so,
well, peace out. Oh yeah.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
and us,
Of course. It was fun. It was good seeing you guys.
You're welcome back anytime. Anytime I can overshadow Joshua with Mario Talk, I'm down.
Yes.
It's not difficult to do.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Cool.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you later,
Good day. See you. Well, at least Just 2 Good stay longer than 10 minutes, says Melania. Exactly. Hey, it's all good. But he knows. He knows.
Yes.
It's all good.
It's the Just 2 Good redemption tour.
Right. Exactly. So then for the 24-hour stream, he'll have to stay for like 30 minutes and then, double it each time. It's all good. You have to drive into New York City to get White Castle. That hurts now that I'm not in New York. Yeah. White Castle, I've heard like it doesn't hold up. It's just not good.
It's so awful. I don't understand people who like I hear people talk about it. I mean, it's not even like fast food bad. Like sometimes you go to McDonald's or something to like have a bad burger that isn't very good.
Yeah.
Like White Castle isn't even there. It's below that. I've never understood it.
Kirk, what fast food place do you hate? What do you have a passionate hatred for?
Before you answer that, if White Castle reached out to sponsor, we would say no.
Would you really? Wow. Wow. You heard it here first. The Hanlon's rejecting free money. Wow.
I'm really trying to think. I don't think I've ever had an experience at any fast food place to say, like, I hate it. I don't want to go there. I'm trying to, like, really think where all I've been that I just don't like their food.
Alyssa said she could put away like 10 White Castle sliders. You put them away in the trash.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
How many can you eat, not put away? Colin says Burger King easy, the one he hates. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've had bad Burger King experience.
I guess so. Because sometimes, like, I feel like the way they handle the food can be a bit bad.
Yeah.
Like, they don't serve it the right way. And sometimes the fries are cold, when they give it to you, sometimes they're just
Yeah.
not where they need to be. So I kind of prefer Wendy's over Burger King.
For sure, yeah, definitely Wendy's over Burger King.
Like their double bacon cheeseburger, whatever it is, I forgot the name of it, but those are good. I like those. I'm trying to think what else. Between that, McDonald's, I don't go to McDonald's that often.
That's
the
a
thing.
healthy life choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
McDonald's is like the standard, you know.
Yeah. It's
middle
like one of those things like once in a while, like if you're there, then okay. But it's not the place I would be like, oh, I want to go to McDonald's. Let's go. Like,
Right.
Yeah, it's not that for me. But yeah. You know what I was gonna say though, and I didn't want to interrupt because Justin was in the middle of talking. You guys were talking about Nintendo. I am very frustrated right now, and the reason for this is because I changed the laptop out, right?
Yeah.
And I literally have the old one sitting right on the floor right now because I was taking off all my like storage stuff off of there, trying to clear the data so I can just factory reset it and possibly just end up selling it off and use that money towards something else.
Right.
But the thing with it is I didn't think to take my game save data off of there. So anything from Epic Games. And the reason for that was because Epic has their cloud save thing. So I'm okay, it'll just transfer. I go to my computer a few minutes ago and try to open up Lego Batman number 3. I have to start all over again. And I really don't like that game.
So what you can do,
Mhm.
you should log into your Epic account from the website and see if you can download it to your
Is that? Let me see.
It probably doesn't do it automatically. You either have to go into the Epic launcher or you have to go into the website and do it manually.
Let me see. Because I would hope that worked. Because I played that game twice now. First time on console, it was whatever. It was my first time.
Why are you playing it if you don't like it?
No, I don't want to play it. I just wanted to see how it would run on the computer. But then I noticed that all the save stuff was off of there.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So I ended up checking Sonic CD on Steam, and it did the same thing too. So now I was like halfway through the game, and I got to start all over again.
Yeah, try looking into it from the Epic launcher or the site. Try it.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Joseph Zawada had a question in chat, Brian, for you about video game alt skins and outfits.
So I actually feel like a particular kind of way about this, not with video games, but with people.
Oh boy. Oh no.
So you know when like you see somebody or you meet somebody and whatever they're wearing, like it looks good with them, it looks good on them, it becomes their like default outfit.
Yes.
So like when I think Joshua Hanlon, if I picture you, I think of red polo khakis. And if you're wearing anything else, it's like it's an alternate skin of you in a video game. Like
that's a good point.
So like when you think of me, you might think of me in like a blue sweater or maybe not in this shirt specifically or like something. Like you picture somebody in a particular way. So I believe that like that mentality from like video games transfers over. So if you see Banjo in like the Banjo has blue fur, Kazooie has, bright pink fur. It just looks different. But like it's the equivalent of somebody else wearing different clothes. And like clothes are alt skins, kind of, in a way, I guess.
So that's a good take.
And then like the super powered up form is Joshua in the red suit going up on stage.
Yes.
That's his super form.
It fits so perfectly.
It does. It really does. So Brian, what people suit do you have on today? 90s screenwriter in a coffee shop. I got more like cooking up some rock candy crystals in the basement of a home in Arizona kind of vibe,
Which is just such a great vibe for a YouTube channel dedicated to Lego.
Right. Great. It's great. Lego, if you're watching, I'll endorse any of your products and cook up something nice for you in the basement. Some nice rock candy.
Oh boy.
when I picture Brian, I picture him in a red Beyond the Brick shirt like the one Joshua was wearing. Really? You think that's my default outfit?
Huh.
I usually go with like a blue. Most of my videos are like in a blue shirt or blue sweater.
Yeah, blue is definitely the color I associate with
Yeah.
you.
That's the power of branding and marketing.
Ooh,
That's my logo.
With fancy big words.
Yeah, exactly. And same thing for you. Same idea. Like I always said, seeing you guys be in like your 90s ska outfits in New York was like, what? Like it's just weird. You smell it. The O'Brien is cooking. I smell it, Franco. I smell it. It's good rock candy.
I have to. We pick up so many cool travel shirts from cool places around the world that's what I have to wear when I'm not at a Lego event. I have to wear all the cool shirts we pick up.
Right. Default Brian has more hair. Exactly. Yeah. Like my typical style is like short on the sides, a little bit longer on the top with the goatee and glasses. Like that's the default. When I picture Brian, I think he has a collection of con badges around his neck. Actually, I have that entire thing. I'm looking at it right now. I could put that on and show you, but yeah, all the cons that I won't be going to in 2020 around my neck. Did you cut that yourself, Brian? Yes, I did at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's gonna be so weird. I've got in the studio here the whole bookshelf wall of badge bricks. And it's gonna like 2020 is only gonna have like Brick for Alabama and Bricks Cascade, and that'll be it. So the very, very rare bricks from 2020.
Exactly. What are the chances?
Almost done with the build here.
Oh, there you go. What are the chances Josh has a whole closet of just red polo shirts?
Very high.
Do you have a lot of them?
We have like 3 each or something, so that when John and I travel, we can wear them like one each day of a show, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. Sometimes our closet is, if I have like at Comic-Con, I had the red suit, and then me, John, and Boone all had our red polos there, so it was an entire closet of red clothing.
You have a new member to the channel, Bruce. Thank you very much,
Bruce. Thank you.
I don't think there's been a single member on any of these live streams. It's not something you guys promote very often, but
it's not. It is an option though. So thanks for becoming a member, Bruce. Good to have you with us.
Yeah.
I don't know. That stuff is hard to decide. Like we were talking about with the merch earlier, like promoting stuff like that. I mean, how often do you want to do it? You don't want to feel like you're constantly pushing people. It's also hard when we were doing just pretty much all convention interviews on the channel. It's like, where do you even, because it's recorded, on site at a convention, where would we even put in like an advertisement or a mention of it? I mean, if I just mention it out of the blue, then that is like awkward and doesn't really fit in with the video.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the I'm going to summon Mario, and I'll be back, and we'll pick this up in a minute.
Sounds good. Here's 3 of the builds I've done so far. I think you can see pretty much all of them.
Yeah. And it's 4 builds in there, right?
Yeah, here, I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm working on the monorail. So it's the what is the name of this classic space? Galaxy Explorer, I think.
Think so.
Or is that one of the different? I get the names of some of these the similar looking classic space sets mixed up. Then the pirate ship and the yellow castle.
Jeff says that it's called the Galaxy Explorer.
There we go. Thank you. That I thought so.
All right.
Building the little monorail here. I guess you can't actually see when I'm putting the pieces on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it in camera. We're still perfecting the build cam here, folks.
Yeah. Shoot. Well, I guess I will have no need to install that on here anyhow, because it is.
Oh no, you still having trouble?
Yeah, it's not there. I don't see any way to download that onto here. Maybe it's because I pulled up some article and it said something about I think they were only rolling it out for like cloud saving for certain games on there, so maybe that wasn't a part of it, or it's not a part of it yet. So it's not there. But that's fine. Because like I said, I don't like Lego Batman 3 as much. I think the issue with it, I don't know. I think it's just either the gameplay or the storyline that just doesn't feel as enticing as the other ones that I played. So it's not a big deal.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pirate ship I'm building is the Black Seas Barracuda. Inspiration for the Barracuda Bay Ideas set that was released as well.
Jeff says, do you want to see, and this is for you, Joshua, do you want to see the totally legit BTB racing team?
Sure. That sounds like a cool idea. If you've got a totally legit BTB racing team, I'm in.
Yes. Sarah says, I'm making a Star Destroyer mock, not relevant, but okay. That's
Brian's
pretty cool.
stream will forever be one of my favorite live streams that he's done.
Oh.
The fact that he ended up pointing his camera at the TV is just so good.
Yeah. Isaac says, beyond the brick and vision, how's the day going? Day's going good. The day is going good.
It's been productive, yeah. It's been very good.
Ant said, my experience with Epic Launcher is poo-poo. Yes, it is very annoying right now. I don't know what happened to it. I wish I would have just taken those, because then that means, if that's the case, that means I probably have to start over with the Arkham Asylum games, and that's gonna suck.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got pretty far into one of them. I can't remember which one it is, but like I said, I didn't think I needed to do that. I probably should have just done it as a backup just in case. That's on me.
Those games are so much fun. They're just fantastic.
Yeah. Alyssa asks, how do I like the new laptop so far? I like it a lot. I'm going to have to eventually update the SSD in it, though, because I think it's only 256, so I'm going to need a bit more storage for, like, media files and stuff like that. So I'm going to look into that eventually, which is going to require me to have to open up the laptop myself. But once I watch enough videos and ask around from like people that know how to do that type of stuff, then I'll be able to do that. Okay, so Jeff says that he sent the picture to the Instagram account.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. We'll check it out.
Yes. External hard drive? Yeah, that actually is another thought, but I'm not sure. Jeff would probably know because he does have like a bunch of PC stuff that he does. Would that work, Jeff, for like playing games on that, or just for media? Because if it's just for media, that's totally fine. So then I could carry my files around. But if it would work for additional games to add that on there, that would be great. He should have put Thock there instead of Mario. Yes, Brian, we will let him know that when he gets back. Brian should have put Thock there instead of Mario. Yeah.
You got to bear with Brian. You know, Thock is still a new experience for him, so
yes.
He's getting used to it. I always feel like I have too many extra pieces left over when I do a build, because it's so easy for me to overlook like a piece or two, and then I always look at them and I'm like, is it really supposed to be that many pieces?
Normally, and this is something I kind of learned from my time at the Lego store, if it's anything like bigger than at least a stud or like the smaller pieces, it most likely is something you may have missed. Besides, like if it's like Creator 3-in-1 sets, because those are always going to have big pieces left over because you're going to be rebuilding it into something else. But for regular sets, anything like that's overly large than the smaller stuff, like studs and stuff. If it's like any bigger than like studs and like the wrench sort of pieces and stuff,
right.
those are most likely not spare
I have
parts.
a 1x3 white plate that I feel like should go somewhere in this set.
That actually could be a possibility, because I can't recall ever having 1x3 plates left over.
Yeah,
so that could go somewhere.
I'll look through the instructions here briefly and see where I might have missed it.
Okay. Wait. What is our favorite Lego film? are we talking about like the Lego Movie 2 or like Lego Movie and stuff like that, or are we talking like
Yeah, like the Lego.
yeah?
Yeah.
Um, for me, I think I'm still gonna have to say. I think I'm still gonna have to say the Lego Movie. And I feel like the reason for that is just because that was like the first one that we got. It was an original sort of idea and concept of a Lego film. And not just that, but I think like that was kind of really what inspired me in terms of like mock building and stuff when I saw it in theaters. And so like immediately when I got home, I was like, I want to try and build this. I want to try and build that. So I feel like that's why I love that movie like a lot more than the other ones. Although I will say my second favorite would be the Lego Batman movie. Ninjago movie definitely is not my favorite at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it didn't do it for me. Like there were like a lot of weird concepts in that film.
It's very close for me between the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie, or both. Yeah. I don't know. The Batman movie might be my favorite of all of them.
Mhm.
I don't know. I was already a big fan of Batman, and they just
Yeah.
captured so many amazing things and did it so well with that movie. But out of the original Lego movie, I am also actually a big fan of the second Lego movie, which I know there are a lot of people who thought it wasn't nearly as good as the first one.
Mhm.
I thought it was still very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a number of good ones. Like you said, I think Ninjago is generally kind of the worst
Yeah.
of the ones we've gotten.
Yeah.
I only saw it once though. I need to
I've
watch it
seen
again
it-
and see if I still feel the same way.
Yeah. I've seen it twice, and both times I don't like. I feel like the pacing was a bit odd. Then you had those like weird sort of live action sort of things going on with like that sequence that happened. That was a bit weird. I don't know. Like overall, it definitely wasn't my favorite. Lego Movie would definitely be my number one for me. Second would be Lego Batman Movie. Third would be Lego Movie 2, and Ninjago Movie just be like nowhere on that list.
It's not.
Just nowhere on the list.
I downloaded the a month or two ago when the Lego Ninjago game was free to download.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I did do that too. It's on Steam. It's still sitting there. So eventually, I may test it out, see what I think about that. But yeah, I did do that. If I remember, I think I actually redeemed it for all platforms. I think that's what I did. I think I did it for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Although I do not own any of those consoles at the moment. I used to have an Xbox. But I just figured just do it just in case that ends up happening.
I got it on the Xbox, and it had been a very long time since I'd played any of the Lego games. But I played it, and I was like, okay, this is still basically exactly like all the other Lego games I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really switched much up in it. So
I think there was like whatever, like sort of different, I guess, puzzle feature or like fighting style to it, but that was really about it for what they did with it.
Yeah, very little different.
Oh, wait. Jeff says it all depends on how big you need. Back in the day, we called them jump drives, but for what you do, an external hard drive is your best bet. Okay, yeah, that would definitely work for like media files and stuff like that. So that's what I was looking at. I think last night and like a couple of days ago, I was looking at stuff on Target for external drives. So they had like 1 terabyte of storage and 2 terabytes and stuff. So eventually, I will look into getting that for my files.
Isaac says Lego World is the only different Lego game. I never actually tried that game.
I haven't either. And then here's the thing. Steam had their sale. I believe this was 2 years ago, because I remember clearly that I was working at the Lego store at the time when the sale had happened. And they had a bunch of the Lego games on sale. So Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2, Lego World, just all the games were on sale, basically. And I had went to get, I think, both Super Heroes 2 and Lego Worlds but that was back when I had the other computer, so it was very slow. So I uninstalled it and just refunded it. Now I kind of regret that. When fast forward, I have this computer now, and they're not on sale at the moment. So I'll probably just wait for them to do another sale again, because normally they do it. I forget when they do it. I think it's normally around like the end of the holiday times or something like that. They do their sale. But yeah.
Jeff also says that Lego Universe is better than the other Lego games. So
I have not gotten to play Lego Universe. I wish I could have played it when it was around.
I enjoyed it immensely when I was probably like 13, 14 years old at the height of its popularity, and I had some other friends I would play it with, and I thought it was fantastic. And then I would read online, and everyone hated it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was not at all well received, which is why it did so awful. But I don't know. I guess I was just kind of the right age with like other friends who played it, and we all were able to have a lot of fun with it. I think definitely from an AFOL adult perspective, it was not worthwhile.
Yeah. I think the only other, probably wasn't really similar, but the other like sort of online Lego game I did play was Minifigures Online, back when they were doing, I can't remember which series that was, but it was a certain series that they had that was like kind of promoting that game. But I only played it like a bit, and then that was it.
Yeah. I've seen every once in a while run across some interesting piece of like Lego Universe memorabilia, like a minifigure made for it or something, or different things like that. So I've always thought that stuff was cool. I've never actually gotten my hands on any of it, but sometimes at like the garage sales the conventions have and stuff, somebody will have some stuff like that for sale. I need to pick something up from it, since apparently
didn't you guys
enjoyed the game.
Didn't you guys have a video on someone that made a mock for it or something like that?
Yeah,
like
Alabama this year. There was a guy who made a crazy massive mock based on Lego Universe with like the in-game language inscribed on the walls and everything.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh wait, someone said, okay, Behind the Brick said, have you ever tried Lego Rock Band? Laughing face. I've only played Lego Rock Band once, and that was it, but I can't remember much about it.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That was a thing for, I think, Xbox 360 or something like that. It was a thing.
Jeff says there's some nerds that have Lego Universe going on a dedicated. There you go. I need to that again.
Yes.
Maybe we're coming up on.
Oh wait.
The.
Vision is Josh going poo poo? All right, I'm like, it's not me this time. Okay, good. Joshua, your signal is currently
it sounds
in limbo.
Clearer now. Try it again.
You're kind of domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Your build cam is fine, but your main camera is not, which is interesting.
Somewhat better. A little bit, kind of like glitchy. Yeah,
you're like stop motion. It's not me this
have you played or are you playing that Minifigures Heroes Unboxed mobile game? I have not played it yet. I did download it, but then I never opened it to play it. So maybe one day I'll give it a shot. At least before, because I'm not sure like what is normally the length of how long they keep like certain games available for like mobile and stuff. Because I remember there used to be, what was the game? I think it was a Lego Ninjago game where it was like you were in a Spinjitzu sort of dojo thing during, I think, that tournament season. And they had a game for that, but that's no longer there. And I played that a lot, and it's not there anymore.
And now you're good, Joshua.
Oh, yeah. So I just.
Oh, yeah. Much better.
I think my computer battery got super low because I had the wrong charger plugged in. It wasn't the right Mac charger, apparently.
There you go.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sorry for the interruption, everyone, but I have finished the build here, so we'll probably be wrapping up in the next few minutes on the stream. Vision, are you still getting that computer set up?
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Oh, Brian, apparently, because you left, when I mentioned it. Apparently, the saves are not there. So
Really?
yeah, but like I said, I was telling Joshua, it's not a big deal because, like I said, I didn't really enjoy Lego Batman 3 that much, so it's not a big deal. But it is a big deal because I was pretty far into one of the Arkham games, and I guess that means I'm gonna have to restart with that too now. So yeah.
Well, the good thing is you can go back to a different game to experience Arkham, and then like
Yeah.
kind of reset your mind and
Yeah.
Behind the Brick saying, "Hey Brian, I got all the Mario sets today at Walmart." Also, this is the last stream before Mario is officially on the public market. So, if anybody plans on getting Lego Mario, let me know what you think of it via social media. I want to know how you guys and girls feel about it and what you end up picking up. Like, I want all the, not that Lego is obligating me or I'm obligated to. I just want to know what people think. Now that you get it in your hands and you're able to experience it for yourself, hopefully you enjoy it. And, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole 9 yards, whatever anybody has for feedback. I want to hear TikTok, you want to troll in the YouTube comment section of Beyond the Brick, and you do that too. But, yeah.
No, it's been, I've forgotten now how long it's been since we first got those sets. It's such an unprecedented thing to have hands-on experience with sets that far ahead of launch. So it seems like we've had it now for so long that I've forgotten that it's just now becoming publicly available.
Like this, I was unboxing a lot of the sets when we got them for like review, and I'm like, oh, that's like the old, like this behind me is technically the old stuff that I've had for like 2 months, and everyone's like, Brian, it's not old. I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. You're technically right. Yeah. So it's such a still in shock and awe that it's all happened, but very thankful.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see as the masses get their hands on it and people start to try it out if there's much of an opinion change or if it kind of stays the same.
Yeah. I think once people get a hold of it, there'll be some non-believers converted.
So hit up Bricks O'Brien on all the social medias and let him know what you think. Also, just check him out, because it's cool and he makes cool content.
If you want,
Yes.
So you took a break from streaming, right? But what days can people find you now?
So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I stream at 7 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 for either Fortnite or whatever else I do. And videos still going live every day on YouTube and everywhere else. And it's a whole, just trying to take a little bit to get up the stress, decompress, all that. Would email work, Brian? It can. Preferably social media if you want to get in contact with me anywhere. I try to keep email business, whatever business means. But yeah.
Jeff says, my name's Brian. I got a product 6 days before the masses. Now I'm bored with it. Enjoy my scraps, peasants.
I mean, I still don't have the NES, so I think the public's going to get a hold of that one before I get my hands on it, which is what it is. But, it's all good.
But I think that will wrap it up for us. So if anyone's picking up Mario, enjoy it. Enjoy all those sets. Have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of cool possibilities. And if you haven't checked out Brian's videos and you need a lot of inspiration, ideas on how to get the most coins, any of that good stuff, go over and check out all his videos on Beyond the Brick. Lots of reviews and helpful information in there.
Yes,
so make sure to check that stuff out. Vision,
Totally.
thanks for joining us as always.
Yeah.
I hope you get your computer situation figured out.
Yes.
Everyone go check out Bricks O'Brien, and we'll be back next week with another stream. Thanks for everyone who joined us in chat and for the great conversations, all the super chats. Always appreciate it. We'll see everybody real soon.